Sam? Everything.
In the game of politics, everyone has a role to play.
How was it? Wicked. We are not leaving this White House.
Next Tuesday.
Let's go to the police.
No.
That's the worst thing we could do. Cover-up's worse than the crime.
For one of these players,
We have them on the ropes. You are the next president.
it could be game over.
And he's saying that his girlfriend was kidnapped by the president.
Let's redefine what it means to take the L and go back to the drawing board. We're going to look at this win for what it actually is, and we're going to go ahead and give Victoria her flowers on this one. On the last episode of The Oval, Sam took Kyle to the cell on the vice president's orders, and now he's interrogating him. Kyle asked, what does he want to know? And Sam said everything. Now, just because he's confined to 4 walls and stuck in a cage, this doesn't change Kyle at all. Kyle kills people, tortures women, kidnaps the innocent, and he's Donald's do-boy. He ain't giving up nothing to Sam, and Sam knows it. Kyle will kill again, right? And he has nothing to lose, so I don't think he's going to say anything. What do you think? Do you think that Kyle's going to tell Sam something juicy, something mind-blowing? Do you really think he's going to confess to killing Diane, Picky, or Miss Laura? I don't think so. I think he's going to take this information to his grave. If Donald and Victoria weren't conspiring before, I believe they are now. The Secret Service agents got Victoria off the stage from her fake fainting spell and took her into the Oval Office. And these agents seem to be on hand for everything frivolous, right? But never the important stuff, ever. She asked Donald how her fainting spell performance was, and he told her that it was wicked. She also told him that they're not leaving the White House. She gave up Jason to do it, but she didn't lie, you guys. She didn't lie. Now, she definitely embellished the truth a bit regarding how it all took place, but Jason in fact killed Jean and Denise. And we really shouldn't be surprised by this at all, that she gave Jason up, because she already said that she would. Remember when she was talking to Hunter, and she said that if her father ever wanted to know what happened, that she would give Jason up in a heartbeat. Now, we have to admit, as much as we like to give Victoria a hard time, that was pretty genius. Then we cut to Three's Company, Kareem, Dale, and Sharon. Do y'all remember Three's Company with Janet, Mr. Roper, Jack, and Chrissy? I used to love that show. Kareem is talking about they should go to the police, and Sharon and Dale let him know that that's not a great idea. Then in another part of the clip, we see Kareem in the police station, and this fool is telling Donald that his girlfriend was kidnapped by the president. Now, in the last episode, we remember that Sharon and Dale, they was all on the back of Kareem's heels in the pharmacy, like he was gonna protect them from the big bad White House wolf. See, Barry told her to come home with him because Kareem ain't gonna protect squat. They should have never told Kareem anything, and Sharon tried to tell Dale that she didn't want to tell Kareem, but scary Dale just had to convince her to tell him. He told Kareem that going to the police is the worst thing that they could do, but apparently that wasn't good enough for Kareem because he went down there anyway. And we see Grip putting on some gloves after Donald told him to quote unquote handle it. So it's sleepy time for Kareem, period. Then we flash to Hunter sitting at Jason's bedside, and he says that the cover-up is worse than the crime. And the clip doesn't really reveal who he's talking to or if he's talking to anyone at all. He may be talking to himself and realizing how bad they've messed up. And I'm really glad to see that Donald shows concern for Jason. And after Jason hung himself, he appeared to be concerned about him at this time as well. But it was at that point where Jason should have been admitted to some type of mental facility to deal with his mental health, where he'd have doctors and other professionals around him like 24/7. But instead, they ordered the incompetent White House aides or Secret Service staff to keep an eye on this young man who clearly needs clinical and medical attention and not a babysitter. Now we're moving on to Simone and Eli, and Simone is giving Eli some encouragement, advising him that he's going to be the next president, and they have Hunter and Victoria on the ropes. But the bell hasn't rung yet, Simone. See, I really think they're celebrating too early, and Eli is all up in that White House without any real protection for real. Max and Bobby are at the room with Lily. It looks like Simone almost have to force his position on him, right? Because here it looks like Eli is a little unsure, and I've mentioned this before, that Simone definitely wears the pants in this relationship. And I do appreciate how they're invoking the 25th Amendment and bringing attention to the murders, but their ulterior motive is to sit in their seats, not to do the right thing. I don't know, we've only seen a few episodes with them interacting, so I don't know. It appears that their intentions are good, but the way that Simone read Victoria in the last episode, I don't know, Simone didn't come to play no games, and they're moving into that presidential arena a little too soon because Congress would still have to remove Hunter, right? But he's at the hospital. And I thought the amendment was to have him removed immediately, but I guess Victoria's little stunt is already paying off. And another thing, I'd like to see Congress like actually in the Oval, right? And other officials who have the power so that we can get things moved around without Victoria doing it, or some mysterious person that we've never seen. Pulling in other characters to temporarily put something in place due to the new allegations, that would be nice. I can't end this video without mentioning the fact that Sam is at home. Looks like Priscilla finally let him in, so hopefully he'll be able to come home soon. Now, due to the fact that Eli and his wife have showed up, the focus have been taken off of Priscilla and Sam for just a moment, but we cannot forget that he slept with the boss. So that's it for this trailer, you guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. If you're an Oval fan, go ahead and sub to this channel because I do videos like this all the time. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Ruthless TV, and I'll see you in the next one.